Hello. Today we're going to talk about the quotient rule. So, we know the product rule. The product rule is whenever we have f multiplied by g, and we need to find the derivative, and it's going to be f prime multiplied by g plus f multiplied by g prime. Now, the quotient rule is whenever we have f divided by g, and we need to find the derivative of them. So, the start will be the same, f prime multiplied by g. Now, instead of a plus, it's going to be minus f multiplied by g prime, but we're going to divide all of that by g to the power of 2. Now, important, always put f prime multiplied by g first. Okay, now let's look at an example. 8x plus 10 divided by 4 plus x. And we need to find the derivative of that. So a trick that I like to use, you're gonna write f on the side, which is 8x plus 10. And then I'm gonna write g, which is 4 plus x. And then I'm gonna derive both of them. So the derivative of f would be 8, and the derivative of g will be 1. And now I'm just gonna copy that in the function. So we're gonna have f prime, which is 8, multiplied by g, multiplied by 4 plus x, minus f multiplied by g prime. So we can write g prime first because it's 1, multiplied by 8x plus 10, divided by g to the power of 2, so 4 plus x to the power of 2. Now we're gonna open it. We're gonna have 32 plus 8x minus. We're gonna keep the minus, we're gonna open parentheses and solve this part. So we're gonna have 8x plus 10. And now divide by 4 plus x to the power of 2. No, the reason why I did that is because I don't want to make a mistake with the pluses and the minuses. So I'm just gonna keep the minus here. I'm gonna solve that, and then I'm gonna just change. If it's a plus, it's gonna be changed to minus. If it's a minus, it's gonna change to plus. So we have 32 plus 8x. Now we have 8x here, but we have a minus before, so it's gonna become minus 8x. We had plus 10, but because we have a minus, it's gonna become minus 10. Divide by all of it is divided by 4 plus x to the power of 2. 8x and 8x disappear, cancel each other, so we are left with 22 divided by 4 plus x to the power of 2. And that is the answer. Now let's look at another example. Eight x to the power of 2 plus 3x divided by 4x plus 2. So we need to find the derivative of that. So we're gonna write f on the side, 8, which is 8x squared plus 3x, g, which is 4x plus 2, derive f results in 16x plus 3, and derive g, which will result in a 4. Now we're gonna plug in, so we're gonna have 16x plus 3 multiplied by 4x plus 2 minus, we can put g prime first, 4, and that multiplied by 8x squared plus 3x. And all of that is divided by 4x plus 2 squared. Now we can start opening it up. We're gonna have 16x multiplied by 4x, which will result in 64x to the power of 2, 16x multiplied by 2, which will result plus 2x, 32x, 3 multiplied by 4, plus 12x, 3 multiplied by 2, plus 6. I'm gonna put the minus, and now we're just gonna open parentheses and multiply 4 by 8x squared plus 3x, which will result in 32x squared plus 12x. And of course, all that is divided by 4x plus 2 to the power of 2. Now we're gonna write it down. 64x squared plus 32x plus 12x plus 6, and now minus 32x squared minus 12x, all that is divided by 4x plus 2 squared. Now we're gonna solve it. 64x squared minus 32x squared is 32x squared. 32x squared plus 12x squared is 44x squared. 32x plus 12x is 44x, minus 12x is 32x, then plus 6, divided by 4x plus 2 to the power of 2. Perfect. Let's look at the last example. 4x to the power 5 plus 6 divided by 3x to the power 4 plus x. We're going to find the root of that. Write down f, which is 4x to the power 5 plus 6. F prime will be 20x to the power 4. And write g down, 3x to the power 4 plus x. G prime equals 12x to the power 3 plus 1. Now all we need to do is plug it in. 20x to the power 4 multiplied by 3x to the power 4 plus x minus 4x to the power 5 plus 6 multiplied by 12x to the power 3 plus 1. And don't forget, all of that is divided by 3x to the power 4 plus x squared. You're gonna start opening it up. You're gonna have 60x to the power of 8 plus 20x to the power of 5, and minus, we're gonna open parentheses and solve those two. So you're gonna have 48x to the power of 8 plus 4x to the power of 5 plus 72x to the power of 3 plus 6. And all of this divided, of course, by 3x to the power of 4 plus x squared. Now equals 60x to the power of 8 plus 20x to the power of 5. And now all we need to do is just change the pluses into minuses and minuses into pluses. So 48x to the power of 8 becomes minus 48x to the power of 8. 4x to the power of 5 becomes minus 4x to the power of 5. 72x to the power of 3 becomes minus 72x to the power of 3. And 6 becomes minus 6. Again, they're gonna divide it all by 3x to the power 4 plus x. And that all is squared. Now we're gonna mark down the numbers with the same power. So everything to the power of 8, everything to the power of 5, and to the power of 3. 6 is gonna stay. So 68x to the power of 8 minus 48x to the power of 8 will give us 12x to the power of 8. 20x to the power of 5 minus 4x to the power of 5, which will give us 16x plus 16x to the power of 5 minus 72x to the power of 3 minus 6. Of course, all that is divided by 3x to the power of 4 plus x. That is the answer. So it is very important to memorize this rule because, again, our future questions will be based on that. Make sure you write down f prime multiplied by g first, and then minus f multiplied by g prime. And do not forget that it is divided by g to the power of 2.